Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I ask you to choose the stone that draws you, that resonates with your intuition, and we'll begin. All right, for those of you who chose the Labradorite, this sort of metallic looking kind of multicolored stone, we have the High Priestess and the Hermit and the Seven of Coins. So the High Priestess and the Hermit are very powerful, very spiritual cards, because you know the Hermit is a spiritual hermit. The Hermit is one who probably meditates, who doesn't mind communing with nature. You know, he stands on ice, and the reason the Hermit stands on ice is because he is so spiritually well advanced in his meditative practice that it doesn't bother him to stand on ice. It doesn't bother him to be alone. None of these things bother him because it remains in a sort of a meditative state. And there's a lot he transcends. So the Hermit is a wonderful card. And a lot of times the Hermit comes when you have a sensitivity to hearing the messages that Spirit has for you. Maybe you have greater power to meditate and focus and increase your spiritual practice. The High Priestess is saying that your intuition, the depth of it's a very nice time for you spiritually to connect with yourself and to, it's a great time to meditate. It's a great time to check with your inner compass and your gut, and ask yourself questions, what do I think is the right thing to do here? What's my gut feeling about that? What's my gut feeling about this? And Spirit will help you, will communicate with you. You're good at picking that up. You're also having a greater awareness of the deeper mysteries, and that life isn't all what we can see with our eyes and hear with our ears and touch and feel. It's beyond that. So the High Priestess suggests your intuition's very good right now. It's a great time to expand spiritually. So if you feel like, especially if you're feeling a little less than secure, or you're feeling like the efforts that you take every day to increase your security, to maintain your security, you're feeling a little mixed about that. You're a little preoccupied, you're a little worried, or you're a little dissatisfied. It is the time to move toward a more spiritual orientation. That's the issue. That's where the peace resides. And you are well able to do that. So these are wonderful, wonderful cards. There may be something about your work or about your sources of security, or your money, your finances, that you need to rely on your intuition and inner wisdom about. You need to rely on what Spirit is telling you right now, and instead of worry, because this person is sort of worrying. So that may actually drive you to your spiritual growth and development. Sometimes those challenging times and a sense of insecurity because of this, that, or the other thing can really be a springboard to a greater spiritual development that will really help us in the future. For those of you who chose the amethyst, the purple amethyst, we have we have a major arcana, which is the Hanged Man. We have the Ace of Coins. We have the Three of Wands. So the Hanged Man and all of these sort of suggest kind of a waiting. There's been a delay. There's been something that you have put some effort into. You're hoping pays off. You're watching, you're waiting into the future. You're just sort of watching and waiting. And in the middle of that, the Ace of Coins comes in. So Spirit is offering you help to feel more secure, to increase your security. That could be money, that could be health, that could be avenues toward both, or either. It's things that increase your security. Sometimes it's just a sense of security too. But Spirit is obviously wanting to shore up your sense of security, because maybe, like this Three of Wands would suggest, you have worked hard at something. You've already put something into efforts that will definitely pay off in the future, moving in a certain direction. However, However, it may not feel really stable yet. It's a 3. It's the beginnings of. It's a good beginning. So that can be the issue. Now, the hangman hangs out and gets a new perspective, right? Is able to see things from a different perspective and just be a lot more hopeful, I would think. Has a more enlightened attitude about it. So that's wonderful. The 3 of Wands can be about trade as well, commerce. You may be waiting for something to come in that you've ordered, but it's more than that because you have a major arcana. It's sort of more than that. Maybe it's symbolic of something. Maybe you've put some efforts towards something that you're going to try to turn into something that makes money or that increases your security or your health or your well-being. And the Ace of Coins is saying, yep, Spirit's working with you with that. That's exactly right. Your Spirit's giving you some direction and opportunity with that. So I see these as 3 positive cards. So whatever delay you have experienced or are experiencing, it's really all right because it's part of it. It's part of a new thing that will pay off, it looks like to me. For those of you who chose the green stone, sort of this blue-green stone, we have the Sun, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the 5 of Coins. So the Sun is about a new day, isn't it? It's hopeful, it's joyful, it's a sense of the sun is shining upon you. There's some favor there. So isn't that interesting that it comes in the middle of these 2 cards? The 5 of Coins, maybe you have felt a little bit shut out in the cold, or maybe there has been money trouble or health troubles. This person is on crutches. Maybe there's been a sense of not having enough help. Well, this is transient, right? Because those 2 are about to go into the church where there is abundance, there's help. So the Sun is so interesting. I feel like it's saying something's good is going to happen. The sun is shining upon you, or there's much approval for you from Spirit. I mean, Spirit is really smiling upon you. So even if something's difficult right now, and this Knight of Swords can be too, it can be a difficult personality in your life as well, sort of argumentative or maybe sometimes verbally aggressive. So even if there are things in your life that are sort of challenging or difficult right now, the sun is shining upon you, like you're making good moves, like Spirit has approval for you. So that is interesting. And this is, like I said, transient. I mean, it's not something that needs to be permanent. 5s are not stable energy. They're changing. This Knight of Swords can also be charging forward with a plan. It can be. Now, these people are about to get their security needs met, and this can be charging forward with a plan that's sort of halfway to completion as well. So I don't know what's going on, what signs Spirit is going to give you that Spirit is smiling upon you and you should be happy and there's good things coming in, or even good news that will come to you directly. And you'll say, that makes me happy. I don't know what it is in your life, but there's something coming in here. So be on the lookout for that. And maybe you already know, because you've been listening to the reading, maybe you already know. You've been taking actions perhaps that are correct and right, and they will pay off. Spirit will bring some joy to you. For those of you who chose the speckled stone, we have the Justice card, the World card, and the Page of Coins. 2 major arcana. Huge, huge, huge. All right. So the Justice card is a lot of times about just that. It's about justice. So something could be coming through that is fair, or else it's on your mind. Justice is on your mind. Fairness is on your mind. And, the World card, it could be on a large scale, that means. It could be on a global scale. It could be about a big issue. So justice can be on your mind. And with this card and the World, there probably is some justice coming. There probably is some sort of event or breakthrough that will be about justice. The Page of Coins suggests it would be something that would help people feel more secure, the beginnings of greater security. So if we're looking at it as a global scale, this might be an event coming up that is positive. Now, if it's on a more individual scale, there might be something in your life that has been imbalanced, out of balance, and not fair to you maybe, or not fair to everybody. So the justice a lot of times represents keeping things in balance, maybe between two people, two priorities, fairness. So the Justice card and the World card suggest to me these are all positive cards. So that means justice is going to be coming around and helping you. That means it's going to be coming around and bringing you a feeling of success and completion and greater sense of security. So what you may have already picked up something. There may be something already beginning that brings a greater sense of security. This would suggest it will be successful. It will come to fruition. So that is terrific. These are great cards. It's sort of like the world is in your hand. Sometimes the Justice card, if it has to do with our lives, our individual lives, it's about allowing justice to be and allowing good things to come to us if we've earned them, if it's fair that good things come to us, and so on. We can have completion with that. We can have success with that. That's all right. So I like these cards. These are great cards. Well, I hope you all have a terrific day, and I thank you all so much. You take care. Bye-bye.